So, Kaylee, why did you apply for the fellowship program?
I decided to apply to the AVMA Fellowship program because when I was in veterinary school, I had a strong interest in public health, and I'd had an opportunity to work in a lot of international settings where I was able to learn about international policy setting. But wanting to go into that as a career, I thought that it would be really important to understand how the U.S. functions and how we create policy. And we obviously contribute a lot to international programs, and that is why I decided to do the fellowship.
That's great. And how did you feel when you found out you got the fellowship?
I was elated. Couldn't wait to get started, couldn't wait to move to Washington, D.C., and just meet all kinds of new people and really understand U.S. policy.
That's great. And so tell me a little bit about your experience. Like, what office are you in? What kind of work do you do?
Okay. I started out working in the House Committee on Foreign Affairs. It was a fantastic experience. I worked on global health policy, which is exactly what I was wanting to do, and U.S. foreign assistance. However, following the 2012 elections, my boss, Congressman Howard Berman, was not reelected, and so I moved with my staff director to the Senate Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs Committee. And that was a fantastic experience, and I worked for Senator Carper while I was there. It was really awesome to see both sides, both the House and the Senate, and I feel like I learned a lot.
Well, that's good. It sounds really exciting. So what do you think is your favorite experience so far?
I have to be honest, I liked working on the House a little bit better than working over on the Senate, but having had both experiences helped me know where my preferences were. I like working on foreign assistance and global health, so I would like to go back to foreign affairs.
Cool. And was there any particular day where you were just like, wow, this is really fun and exciting, and something, for instance, that struck you that you maybe didn't know before?
There is a lot that I did not know before. I really didn't understand how Congress functioned, and so I learned so much in the process, and being able to see the Senate, pass a farm bill, to see them pass immigration, to, just be privy to everything that's happening on a political scale was an incredible experience.
And what skills do you think you've gained over this year-long process?
Well, I've really understood how science contributes and should contribute more to the policymaking process, but also how politics plays a huge role. And so balancing politics and your education and bringing science to the table is really challenging. So learning how to explain the veterinary profession and the things that are important to us, to politicians, is important. So learned a lot.
Well, good. And what advice would you give to a future person who's interested in doing the fellowship program?
Just that it's a great opportunity. Take advantage of, if you do become a fellow, take advantage of the wonderful people you have access to when you're on the Hill. Learn as much as you can and just really dig in.